Hi, this is Michelle Specht. I play Dr. Elise McKenna on Star Trek Continues. Oh my God, I'm totally fangirling right now because I just met Dan Davidson and Bill Smith of the Trek Geeks podcast. Oh my gosh, they are amazing.
Bing bong!
Bing bong!
What is this, an echo?
I don't know. It sounds like an echo.
I hate you. Just stop it.
You just not even.
You get a month away from the Trek Geeks microphone, and you were just. I can't deal with you.
It's been longer than a month, hasn't it?
It
seems
a little
it's been
bit.
A year.
Christmas Eve was a month ago. So
wow.
I know.
That's amazing.
January's almost gone. The Super Bowl is not this weekend, but the weekend after. Okay, so let me throw this out at you, okay?
Okay. Yeah. I'm getting nervous already.
We've been doing Trek Geeks now we just had our 4th birthday. Happy birthday to us.
Happy birthday to you too, man. And us. Yeah.
Thank you. The Patriots have been in the Super Bowl for 3 of the Februarys we've been doing Trek Geeks.
Right. And the one before we started. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
We've only missed 1 year.
Yeah. And so we don't want to do too much sports ball because we know that not everybody's a sports ball person. But if this is a trend that continues, I'm okay with it.
I'm very okay with it, but I do have to say that once this ride exits, once we exit this ride of the best football dynasty ever, it's going to be a good 10 years of absolute Cleveland Browns.
That's kind of like when I sit down and record with you every week, man. I've known you for almost 25 years, and it's like 25 years of Browns. It really is. You still there?
Unfortunately, I didn't even have anything good to say to that because it was so funny.
Right? I know. I really cracked myself up.
Yeah, I'm glad you do. Pretty stupid.
Wow. See, you're very vicious and mean tonight.
Not at all. If
you are.
If you'd be bleeping me out left and right if I was mad, but I'm not. Because I know, I just look at you and God, I have to look at you. But and I hear what you're saying, and I know where it's coming from, and I can't help but feel pity. So I just laugh it off.
Talk about something because I need to add something to the outline. So
all right, well, I'm just going to sit here and talk about something because you just I don't even know what to do with you anymore. We have to commute together again pretty soon because we haven't commuted probably in the month that we've been off from Trek Geeks, which is probably why I'm in such a good mood, honestly.
Is this really the best you can do? Because you're terrible at this.
No, I'm speaking from the heart, man. You know, I got faith in the heart.
Going where your heart will take you?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I got a question.
It's taking me straight to hell in a handbasket. Yeah.
I got a question about the Enterprise opening. There is a ship that they show in Enterprise, and it's the back of the ship, so you're seeing the engines as it goes away from the TV screen. I have no idea what ship that is. I've never seen it, and I can't find it anywhere. I'm going to have to look on Eagle Moss to see if they have it.
I'm sure there has to be a breakdown of that sequence on like Memory Alpha or something.
Maybe the internet has something. I'll have to check that.
Plus, it's not like you don't know people who have actually worked on Star Trek that might be able to answer that question for you.
Oh yeah. I could always ask Morehouse. After all, he did fire the phasers. Yeah,
but all he did was fire the phasers? It's like he had one job, and didn't he miss?
Probably. He's probably drunk.
You mean like you right now?
Yeah. Hint blackberry tonight, baby. That's what I'm going with. Hint blackberry. With a shot of Absolute.
I didn't know that Tito's homemade vodka actually made blackberry. That's amazing.
Oh, please. I'm not going Tito's. Are you serious? Kettle One. Kettle One in this house.
Have you ever had moonshine?
No.
I had some recently. Apple pie moonshine. And I tell you what, it literally was just like drinking a slice of apple pie. It was just amazingly delicious.
Sorry, that's not Spotify because that's just a commercial for Magically Delicious. Was that Lucky Charms? I think it was.
It was. Thank you for paying attention. I mean, you're humming along while I'm telling a story and telling you about something really cool. And
I'm just adding to it. I'm listening. I get the whole shebang going here. Go ahead.
Really?
Continue.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do I bother continuing at this point? I mean, it's really good to be back in the chair.
It is.
We got to record Discovering Trek last weekend for the first time in a long time.
Yeah.
We're doing this. It's good to be back where we belong, buddy.
I like it, and I really love the idea of what we're talking about tonight. It was a great idea that you came up with, man.
I figured we've missed a lot when we've been away.
Yeah, we have. There's been a lot. Just a little bit of news. Teeny tiny.
You remember when we started? There was never news.
There was never news. No, there never was.
There never was. But on a serious note, 4 years. It's been an amazing ride so far, buddy. And I can't imagine doing it with anybody else, nor would I want to.
Absolutely. The same. You are the best. This was your brainchild. It has blossomed into something that I am so proud of being a part of. And like you said, I would not do it with anybody else. It's been fantastic.
You ready to do this?
I'm ready to do this.
Year 5. Here we go. Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Well, Dan, whatever are you excited about?
Nothing. Man, I've already got a hashtag for next season. I posted it on Facebook last night, so you heard it here first. Hashtag heaven for 7.
Well, I mean, considering this is an episode about religion in Deep Space Nine, I'm a little concerned that somebody's going to have to die. Do we have to make a sacrifice?
Yeah. Yep.
You?
I'll take the knife. That's okay.
Wow. You couldn't because there's no really good way to work in the Celestial Temple.
Every time I watch a Patriots game, it's like I'm looking right at it.
That's just when you look into Tom Brady's eyes.
Oh, I'll tell you what an unbelievable defensive masterpiece that game was. I have never seen anything like it on both LA and the Patriots side of the defensive lines. It was amazing. I was astounded.
So 2 weeks ago when the jerseys went on sale, my wife and I each bought a Tom Brady Super Bowl 53 jersey in the away white color because after Super Bowl 51, the NFL shop sold out.
Oh, yes.
During the game.
Yep.
So I have a blue jersey with that Super Bowl emblem on it, but it's not the color they wore in the game. So we ordered the jerseys. They came in this week, and we didn't open them until there were 4 seconds left on the clock last night. And we put them on and celebrated as the clock ticked down to 0.
After the missed field goal was when there was 4 seconds. Is that correct? Is that when you did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, nice. That's exactly when we did it. Because at that point, there's no chance. Yeah,
kneel down.
Hell. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Victory formation.
Yeah, my brother, we were all standing around watching, and when they scored the field goal barely to go up by 10, my brother's like, okay, I'm going to pick my MVP. And I'm like, no! You can't do that until there's 10 seconds or less left. So he waited until there was 10 seconds.
Yeah,
and then we all picked Edelman.
Normally we would apologize for all the sports ball talk.
Not today.
But not today. The Patriots just won the Super Bowl. I mean, yes, it's number 6, but these are the things that happen with Patriots fans.
Yeah.
So did you vote in the online voting for MVP?
I did not. I was so excited what was going on, I completely forgot to.
I did, and I voted actually for Stephon Gilmore.
He was fantastic. He is the best. I think he's the best corner in the league right now.
He had a couple of key plays after Chung went out. And he saved the touchdown.
Yeah, he did.
Sent the Rams up.
Yep. I'll tell you what, McCourty's play when he was nowhere near Brandon Cooks in the end zone and he just flew in and knocked that ball out was maybe one of the plays of the game.
It really was. So very, very exciting.
Yes.
I'm glad we took today off.
I am too. Because now we can talk about it and piss all our listeners off. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys. We swear next week it'll be back to your face.
Right. But I'll tell you what. It's now been, 12 hours We need another championship. Hashtag end the drought, man.
Well, pitchers and catchers do report in 8 days.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
Which means the truck day is probably any day now.
That's a beautiful thing.
For non-sports fans, that's when the big moving truck shows up to Fenway Park, picks up all the equipment, and then takes it on down to Florida for spring training and Grapefruit League.
Exactly. All right.
What time do you get to bed?
About 2:00. Watching
my God.
NFL Network, ESPN, local stuff. I just revel in this. One of my favorite moments whenever there's a championship in the NFL and the Patriots win the Super Bowl is that music that plays as they're walking the Lombardi Trophy down the aisle and all the people are kissing it. And then Joe Namath showed up, and I thought he was going to look at it and go, "I want to kiss you," but he didn't do that.
The first thing I did was, I don't care about the team struggling.
Struggling.
I want to kiss you. And that game was against the Patriots.
It was. Absolutely it was. Yes, it was. He was lit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, moving on from sports ball really quickly.
Yes. Thank you for putting up with us, people.
Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Go Pats. What a great first part of the conversation we had with Ken and Haley and Zach on godlike beings in TOS.
I'm going to be honest, man, and I think I've told you this before. I was a little nervous about the conversation because it could have gone in any kind of strange direction, and I wasn't really sure what to expect. And I loved the conversation. I had a blast with that first part. It exceeded my expectations on every single level.
Oh, same here. It's the kind. Well, there's two things you never really discuss, right? Religion and politics, at the family dinner table, anyway, and sometimes on podcasting. Given the current state of political affairs, it can be it can be a third rail. And I kind of went into this discussion really scared, but hats off to Haley, especially for putting this topic together and for doing all the research and for creating a guide for 2 episodes that was just fantastic. It was a wonderful discussion, and I, like you, I had such a good time.
Yeah, it was fantastic, and it's always great to get together with friends and talk about stuff that we love so much, like we did. We haven't had many of these, and it was a lot of fun. I really had a great time.
No, same here. So I'm sitting here at home in my living room, which is not normally where I record, so people may notice a difference between the 2 microphones. Between the first part of the show and the conversation. And Abby is sleeping on the love seat. That was her default position for the game last night, and that's how I know that we were going to win.
Okay.
Because when Abby's sitting next to me on the sofa and I have my hand on her back, we always win the championship.
Just don't say hi very loud, because we all know what happens when you do that from your Facebook Live video a few days ago.
That's very true. It's very true. She thinks that somebody is here. I'm not normally a superstitious person, but I make sure that's going on. And then my wife, Kelly, always has to be knitting during the game.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah, last year, she didn't knit.
Well, that was dumb.
All right. No, wait a second. Now, I wasn't going to bring this up, but since you called that dumb,
I was going to bring it up anyway. But go ahead.
So back to sports ball briefly, but more about pregame ritual. People who listen to the Outtakes Special remember last year that you burned a bloody Kleenex in effigy to sort of cast out the bad luck juju and hope to ensure a Patriots win.
Yeah.
Now, Dan, in that Super Bowl, which was Philadelphia versus New England, did the Patriots win?
Didn't go off too good. No, they didn't. They lost.
So,
and I will say that since that happened, you have blamed me for that loss for burning like human DNA. And
that's correct.
Yes. So this year we didn't burn anything.
So what does that tell you, Dan? Don't burn human DNA.
Okay. Next. Okay.
So next year you don't burn anything.
We will not. And actually, as a matter of fact, right before the game started, my brother goes, "Whoa, are we burning anything?" I said, "Nope." I said, "Bill's blaming me for the loss, so I'm not burning anything." So, and it worked out good. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. On that note, are you ready to do this?
I am absolutely ready, man. Let's do it.
Let's give this that's a good phrase for this. How about everything we got?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Here we go. Where did we put the pre-roll?
Exactly. I gotta find it now. Son of a bitch. Let me go to my... Here, I got it right here. Hold on. Stand by one, Houston. Oh, it's not there either. Son of a bitch. It's gone.
It's in the sponsors card.
There it is. All right. Here we go.
Bing bong.
I would ask you not to use that tone, sir, and I would thank you very much to think of that next time as well.
Oh, then bing bong.
That's what I'm talking about. What's up, buddy? I'm excited.
Why would you not be?
I know.
Because this is going to be fantastic.
Oh my God. I just cannot even. We've been trying to get this all situated for a while now, and it's finally coming into play, and it's not going to be dull. I have a feeling.
Dull and Michelle are not words that I would put in the same sentence.
No, not at all.
I have a feeling that she doesn't just run on like an Energizer battery. She runs on like a nuclear powered cell.
Wow. That's some strong stuff.
She is. I don't know anybody with more energy.
Energy, yeah.
Than she has, and it's infectious.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
it's hilarious. It makes you smile because she's just such a nice person. Oh,
Your
God,
face is infectious.
That doesn't sound good.
Well, take it.
Yeah. So you are 3 episodes into The Office, is that right?
3. I watched the 3rd episode last night with the bride. Yeah.
We actually are in the midst of the series finale.
I like the show. It's so frustrating. I want to punch Steve Carell's character in the face over and over again.
But Michael is dumb, but he is so good-hearted.
He's good-hearted, but God, he's so aggravating. It was the one where he was promising the surprise, and he's like, yeah, drum roll. It's like, dude. And everybody in that office looks so depressed to have to work there.
It's like having to work with you.
I knew I should. You love working with me, and you know it.
It's the second time in my career I've done so. I can't believe I did this to myself.
But you missed it after the first time. You missed it so much. You're the one who made it happen. Dan, come work here. It's great.
Like you said, I need a job. I need to get out of Maine. I'm tired of being a Mainer.
That was never a Mainer.
Apparently you were.
Van Sitters was hysterical this weekend with the tweets with Maine. Thanks a lot.
I had nothing to do with it. He's the one who brought up Maine lobster.
Yeah, and then you brought up Mainer, so I don't like you.
You never liked me. I don't care. I don't care. Shut your face.
Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah.
You looking forward to tomorrow?
What's tomorrow?
The foot of snow we're going to get starting in the afternoon.
I had no idea. I have not looked at weather in 5 days.
Yeah, 6 to 10 starting. The evening commute tomorrow is going to be horrible, by the way.
Well, it kind of stinks, but then again, it's the second week of February, and we have no snow on the ground, so I really can't complain too much.
You could.
Well, then I'd be complaining about you, and I just, why beat a horse when he's down? So.
Wow, why do you want to beat horses? This is not a good look. We just became a podcast network. You realize we're going to shed listeners if you're out there beating horses? God, the ASPCA is going to be involved and law enforcement. And dude, why can't you just love horses?
I love all animals, and you know that. All animals, love them. I have trouble killing bugs. No, I don't. I don't like bugs.
No, you really don't. No.
I don't like bugs. No. But, my God, I would swerve out of the way and hit a telephone pole to miss a squirrel.
I'm going to start raising squirrels.
They're so cute. They're so cute.
They're rodents.
You know what are cute? Are raccoons.
So why are you going for the ones that are destructive or rabid? I saw an eagle.
That was for Matt.
Why are you going for the ones that are either destructive or rabid?
This
tells me something about you.
We were watching Northwood's Law last week at some point. which takes
What's
place. It's one of those reality. It's not a reality show, but it's one of those shows where they have cameras with fish and game people in real life, and it takes place in Maine or New Hampshire, and they just go about their business and doing their patrols and everything. And a lot of times they have to rescue animals and stuff like that. And this one guy got called to a house, and there were 4 baby raccoons that a woman had put in a box because its mother had run off or something like that. So these 4 little baby raccoons, and they were so cute with their little hands and their little raccoon thumbs, just making, and they were sitting there squeaking. They were like, eep, 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 eep. And Aria, who was on the couch, was sleeping, perked her head up and was looking at the TV doing this.
That makes for great podcasting. You'd probably have to describe that.
I was going to describe it after I did it. Thanks a lot. Basically, you know how the dogs have that tilt ahead motion? She just kept doing that, looking at the TV, which is up above the mantle. So she wasn't just staring straight ahead. She was looking up at the TV at the squeaky raccoon little baby hand thumbs.
So could you make that raccoon noise again?
That's not what that sounded like.
Because I'm here to spoil something for you big time. They don't sound like they do in Disney movies, Dan.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, they talk in Disney movies.
That's you're just making my point for me at this juncture.
Wait a minute. Well, I don't. Huh?
What are you drinking?
Oh, now glad that you asked. I got something new here. Let me put it up to the camera, and I will describe it before you start giving me a hard time, jerk. It is a Mike. You know, I love the Mikes. The Mike's hard lemonades. Love them.
Love Mike, all right.
I'll always try the new flavor to Mike's. This one is a hard pineapple mandarin.
Good. So, does it taste kind of like a Dole Whip without the ice cream?
Yes.
Nice.
That is actually, I could see this instead of the pineapple juice in the Dole Whip cup. Just pour some of this stuff and have a hard Dole Whip.
So what you're saying is we're making hard Dole Whips this weekend.
I like that idea. I'm going to mute my watch.
I think that's Barry, the official third Trek geek.
It is
messaging us. Yeah,
it was good old Barry Bear, the Care Bear.
The Care Bear.
He's the Care Bear. JLP Live.
The Care Bear. That's JLP Live. I'm psyched.
Oh my God,
psyched for that show. It's gonna be
the reaction's
awesome.
been awesome too. So very excited.
We should probably mention that during Trek Geeks.
Yeah, we got our own show to worry about. That's his problem.
Screw him and Canada.
That's right. He's probably not gonna have internet that day anyway.
They have internet in Canada?
I don't know. They got it like one of those little rodents winning a wheel with this
like a squirrel?
Like a squirrel and his little hands and raccoon thumbs.
Did you get bitten by a raccoon? Are you rabid right now? Do we need to get you
rabid for you, handsome
immunizations?
No, I'm good. I'm in a good mood. What can I say? It's all going to be coming through in the podcast when she gets on. So I might as well get it out of my system.
It's because you're drunk.
I'm not drunk yet.
No, it's always the drunks that say they're not drunk.
Yeah.
You ready there, Slappy?
I'm ready, man. Let's do it.
All right. Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Oh, that's
hey.
Wow. Hey, hello, mister.
How you doing?
How are you?
It's good to be here.
It's at your age. It's good to be anywhere. Hello.
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
I'm only 2 weeks older than you.
Oh, yeah, but you're still old.
That means you're old.
You look older, though.
Your face looks older.
No, it actually doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Your face looks young and vibrant.
Oh, thank you.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm excited to be here. It's been a while.
I feel like we haven't done this in months.
It's been really, a while.
It's just been a couple weeks, but
yeah, we had my dad-in-law passed, and then you got the plague, so we didn't get to record last week either.
Yeah, I was patient zero.
It was like literally the killing game.
Oh, you must have been psyched.
I'm like, he's sick? Really?
I know. I get these frantic texts every day. How are you doing today, buddy? You feeling worse?
That's such a lie.
Not you feeling any better, but he's hoping I kicked the bucket.
Wow.
But yeah, no, I had the flu. It turned into bronchitis, and At one point, I sounded like I was dying.
Yeah, you did. You did sound. Speaking of dying, I got to tell you something. I told Sue about this, and I said I was actually going to tell you about it next time we recorded because it was so special. I had a special dream recently, and you were in it, and I want to share it with you here on the Trek Geeks podcast.
Oh God,
we were in Vegas.
Okay, so far I'm liking the way this shapes up.
Yeah, we were at I think it was STLV. I'm not 100% positive, but we were at what I think was the Rio, and something happened. And some like gigantically famous, dangerous, mean mobster was after us. Okay. And he got to us and we were in I don't know if it was the convention hall at STLV, but it was some big open spacious place. And he pulled me aside and he was going to kill me. And so he's talking to me and he's got his guys with guns right there. And I talked him out of it. He's like, all right, you're all set. We'll be good. Where's your buddy Bill? Because I got to talk to him next. So I'm like, oh, God, he's going to kill Bill. And so we found you, and I was standing right behind him, and he goes, is this the guy? I said, yeah. He goes, you, come with me. So you and him and a bunch of his thugs go into another area of where we're at, and I sit down at a table and start reading a menu, and they've got their guns pointed at you and everything, and you keep, like, pointing at me like, help me, and I just kept reading my menu. Yep. And then finally, all of a sudden, you and all of his people are running past me and going up a set of stairs because a security guard saw the guy and recognized him. So you all ran away. So I don't know if he ever killed you or not, but I wasn't really doing anything to stop it.
So as far as you know, I got 2 in the back of the head in the middle of the Nevada desert.
It's quite possible. Or a baseball bat like Joe Pesci.
That would be in a cornfield, though.
Well, it was still in the desert.
A cornfield in the desert, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Corn. It was a corn maze. Maze.
Corn,
sorry.
I don't think corn grows in the sand, dummy.
All right. But yeah, sorry. So I wasn't really there to help you very much, but I did save myself. And that's the important thing.
Were you saying it was just like real life?
And Susan, I'm telling her the story, and she's just looking at me with this grin and shaking her head like, "Oh, he's gonna love this."
So let's recap. You save your own ass. And there's an oncoming bus, and you don't just push me in front of it. I mean, you get a running start, and you throw a low tackle, and I'm like, thrown into the path of that oncoming bus.
Not so much at that, but I think what it was the bus was near me, and it was parked, and the door or the window to the driver was open. And I said, hey, I'll let you know when you should start backing it up or go forward and run the guy over. You just wait for my signal. I think that's what I did.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if anything happens to me in Vegas now, this is recorded for time and all eternity. You now have provided yourself really the noose they're going to hang you with at the trial.
The guy who said that you're going to be killed in a corn maze in the desert. Yeah, I'm sure they'll trust me.
Well, they didn't say you were the brightest criminal. In fact, most criminals are not bright.
True. I would never let anything. I would make sure that they didn't hurt you that bad.
That bad. Yeah. Mobsters. Okay.
Put your head in a vice.
Yeah. As we record this, there are 149 days left until Star Trek Las Vegas.
That is way too long.
5 months. Just under 5 months to go.
That's long.
It is now the beginning of March, which is exciting.
Very. Spring. Turn the clocks. Yes.
We turn the clocks next weekend, by the way.
I'll tell you what, one of the best days of the year is the Monday after we change the clocks and we get to drive home in full daylight after work. I love that.
Well, right now I don't need a flashlight to take Abby out the first thing in the morning. Next Sunday I will, and I'm fine with it.
That's okay.
Yeah, because it's just a few more weeks before it's light out again, and then there'll be singing birds and, well, in New Hampshire, mud season.
But yes, don't you think they should get rid of that whole turning the clocks thing altogether?
I think we should just leave it on daylight savings time and let it go, which is the equivalent of Atlantic time, which is one time zone to the
east
of us.
Yes, I
would love to just stay on Atlantic time.
I would love that. Let's write our alderman about that.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll get it done. Yeah. Are you ready to do this?
I am ready. I've been looking forward to doing this conversation for a while, so let's do it.
I'm glad that's one of us. Here we go.
Whoa.
Bing bong.
Hi. That's my bing
great.
bong this week. Oh, yeah.
That sounds great. You sound like me about 10 days ago.
At least I don't look like you.
No, because I look fantastic.
No. Don't try to do that.
I'm sexy AF, yo.
Yeah, that's true. You are. You're looking very good. I like your little Patriot sweatshirt you got going on right now.
Thank you. I love this sweatshirt.
So I stayed home today because I wanted to get this over with once and for all. I haven't coughed all day. 30 minutes ago, I started coughing uncontrollably right before we get back in front of the mics. I don't get it. Don't know.
Are you allergic to Trek Geeks?
I'm not allergic to Trek Geeks. I might be allergic to a Trek Geek.
Yourself?
No, didn't say that. No.
But you did not say it.
Maybe I'm allergic to you, Bill. It's like the Gilligan and Skipper episode of Gilligan's Island because you know I'm going to do it. Hey.
Well, thank God you didn't really do it. And that was fantastic. Go ahead, finish it. I'm waiting.
That's it.
No, that's not it.
No, it went away. I'm good.
I'm just in the middle of conversation. I'm just going to be in mid-sentence, and you're just going to go, phew!
No, I'll do it like Thursday at work or something. And you'll be like, oh, you got me with that one.
What a jerk.
Yeah.
So I was looking over your list of collectibles, and I'm fascinated that we have a little overlap.
We do,
but not a lot.
Cool. Nope,
but not a lot. I'm really surprised by that.
Yeah, and I'll explain this. I mean, this is the outtake, so we're going to be talking about it, but people will already have heard it. When growing up, when I was young, because I wasn't the Trek fan when I was really little, it was my brother. I didn't really have a lot of things. It wasn't until I started getting into it and really liking it when the movies came out, which was the late 70s, that I started liking it. And I didn't really collect a lot of stuff when I was younger. So that's why there's not a whole lot of stuff on there for when I was a kid.
No, that makes sense. I grew up poor. I mean, I just didn't have a lot of stuff in general that wasn't handed down.
Yeah.
It was like, in the, I talk about how I have the Starfleet technical manual that my brother gave me. And I had that, up until about 6 or 7 years ago when it was destroyed in a flood. But the only reason I had that is because my brother gave it to me.
Yeah, I got to add one, actually. I just thought of one. Yeah, let me type it in there right now.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, okay. That works too. All right. Good. Added.
I got to look now.
The Star Trek blueprints. It was in a little folder with a little button clasp at the top.
I had the TMP ones.
It had the United Federation of Planets logo in blue with a black background.
Yeah.
And they were blueprints of different ships. Yeah.
I had the TMP Enterprise blueprints.
Yeah.
That were done in very similar fashion, and I don't have those anymore either. God. All the stuff I've lost.
Yes. Damn flood.
Yeah.
Yeah, well. Oh, I know another thing I got to add about what we have as adults. Jeez, I'm thinking of things as we go along. The entire Hallmark collection.
Oh, you have them all? I didn't realize that.
Every single ship. I don't have all the characters, but I have every single ship since they started.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that.
Yep. Every single one.
Now, do you have an interest in going back and getting some of the characters?
No, I'm more the ship people. I've gotten some characters from time to time, but the ships are the ones that I will always get.
I forgot to put the ornaments on my list because I have those as adults too, and I've had to, because of that same flood, I've had to get some of the other ones, as you well know.
Yes.
But yeah, well, I'll probably chime in on that one.
I'll talk about this again, so we'll bring it up during the conversation, but I don't collect the figure ones because they don't look like the people. But some of them are really bad in how they look.
Some of them really don't.
Yeah. Some of them are good. Some of them are just horrendous. So I just stick with the ships.
The Cisco one is fantastic.
I don't have the Cisco one.
I do. I have the 7 of 9 one, which somebody bought me as a gift when I was working at Fidelity at one point. And it looks okay, but there are other ones that just do not look right at all.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed.
There's one, I think, with Picard and Data.
Yes, that's one that looks horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the sculpting on that's absolutely terrible.
Yep. Not a good job. Job. Your face isn't a good job. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Except that it actually is. My face is glorious.
I'm looking at it right now, dude, and I really can't agree with you.
Well, I'm considering the source because you're a miserable jerk.
Here we go. I'm going to mute.
I hope you choke, you son of a beehole.
Wow, that was a good one. Oh, I'm dizzy. Goodbye.
If you fall over in your chair at any point, I'm just going to keep going.
Okay, that's all right. Hopefully it won't happen.
Or hopefully it does.
Wow, that's really nice. That's what I love about you.
Do you? Do you really?
Yeah, I do.
All right. You ready to do this there, Jerkosaurus Rex?
Let's do it there, Sizzlebill.
Sizzlebill?
Sizzlebill.
All right. All right there, sugar britches. Wow, we're starting to drift into Jerky Boys territory. That's not good.
No, never could be.
All right, here we go. Bing bong.
Ooh, do that again.
I don't think I can. I think that was a 1 in a million shot.
It was like a opera singer. That was mellifluous. Bing bong.
That was good.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm very well. Coughing a little bit still, but...
So we were just talking, and you revealed to me that you might screw up the name of this episode.
No, I will not, because now there's a price tag on it. So
well, but let's back up. Let's back up and level set.
Yes. This we're talking about the Enterprise episode Carbon Creek tonight, and I said to you that I wonder how many times I'm going to say Copper Creek, because that's the new Disney Vacation Club down at the Wilderness Lodge, which we have been to. And yeah, I'm not going to screw it up though. Not now, because you said $10 for every time I said it.
Every time you screw it up, I get $10.
Well, screw it up by Copper Creek or just screw it up?
Every time you call it the Disney name, I get $10.
Because I also said carbon copy at one point. So, I mean, I'm just all over the place.
Well, I figured you were just...
Remember those pieces of carbon that were inside the credit card slips back in the day?
Carbon paper?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wanted to bring that up.
Oh, thanks.
That was from McGonagall.
That's coming on the credit card processing podcast coming in 2025.
Your hands got all black.
When they went to the carbonless charge slips, that was really a game changer.
I didn't even know.
Shut up.
All right. Anyway.
So $10. So if people randomly heard me say, $10 during the podcast, that's why.
Yes. I've written Carbon Creek in like 187 font across my screen.
You got to take a photo of that. You got to post it to Twitter after the episode drops.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
That's great. So what else is happening there, Pally Pal?
Life is good. I got tomorrow, as we record this, marks the first day of spring.
That is so good.
I've made it through my last New Hampshire winter.
Did you make it through the rain?
Wow, little Barry Manilow there. Very nice.
Thank you. Yeah, I thought you might like that. Yeah.
I used to refer to him in the 80s as Barely Man Enough.
Aww.
And I feel bad about that now because Barry Manilow is one hell of an entertainer.
Yeah.
I've seen him live. He's fantastic.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I'd see him live.
I'm not ashamed either. In fact, it's funny because he knows what he's about, right? So he's getting ready to do, some love song or whatever. I think it was Mandy or something. And he goes, guys, I have to tip my hat to you tonight. We all know that this probably isn't where you want to be.
Wow.
He says, but trust me, it's going to work out for you. And then he winks and you can see it on the Jumbotron. He's like, do you get my meaning?
Wow. That's a riot. That's pretty funny.
Yeah. He puts on a heck of a show. I got to say, I'm not ashamed to say that I saw him in Manchester, New Hampshire about 15 years ago. It was fantastic.
Cool. I like that.
What's the most surprising artist you've seen in concert?
I have not seen a lot of people in concert, but I saw Michael in concert.
Oh, did you really?
I saw that when he was on the Bad Tour, and that was absolutely fantastic. I have seen U2. Here's the weird one. I saw Expose, the girl band from the 80s.
What the?
At the Lowell Auditorium.
The Lowell Memorial Auditorium.
Yes.
My word.
Yeah, I went with my good friend Jen to that one way back in the day.
Willingly, or did she have dirt on you?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. So back in the dude, you know what I listened to.
That's true. You do have the musical taste of a teenage girl from 1985.
And think of me in 1985.
Yeah.
When,
Did you have hair then?
I did. Yeah, it was one, and I had it, and it like was the big one wave. Whoosh. I looked like Grant Putnam from General Hospital.
Who?
Grant Putnam.
Never heard of her.
Well, him, Grant.
Whatever.
Okay. And the one this one is, oh boy, this was bad. A whole bunch of us went and saw Whitney Houston on the Boston Common way back. And I'll never remember it because it was hysterical. She's doing her hit songs and everybody's like, yeah, yeah. And then at one point she goes, okay, I'd like to break into one of my favorite gospel songs. And like half the place got up to go to the bathroom or go get food or something like that. And there was this one gentleman in front of us and he had this green jacket on and he was like yelling at her all night. He was screaming. At one point he said, she goes, I see you out there, honey. And he was like, wah!
So kind of like you at a Michael Jackson concert.
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow, I'm amazed that you've seen Whitney. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that was way, way back before all of the problems with Bobby and her downfall.
I still want to go back to Expose here. Can you name an Expose song?
Right now, I've been trying to think of one so I could start singing it, but I can't at the top of my head right now because we got all these other songs.
Well, and you can't because of Spotify. But
well, I wouldn't sing it. I would say it without singing it.
So here's what I want people to do. Find a photo of Dan online and Photoshop hair onto his head. And let's see how creative you got. Post it to Twitter or Facebook or in Camp Kittimer. And let's see. If he could be wearing an Expose Tour t-shirt, that would be even better.
That's awesome. I'm up for that.
All right.
I like to see what people do.
Speaking of that, are you ready to do this?
I think I am. Yeah, I think so.
Well, then make it so there, Copper Creek.
All right. Hey, $10.
No, I don't have to pay you. I'm going to get it right.
Oh, all right.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
What?
Bing bong.
What?
I'm testing out my American Express talking guy.
Federal Express?
Federal Express, whatever, American Express, I don't know.
Which some people may not know is what FedEx actually stands for.
That's true because it's changed over time. See, look at that. We are entertainment, but we are also education. Thanks for joining us, listeners.
We're adding value.
You're adding value.
Some might say that's the first time ever.
Well, I know I don't add anything. I'm just, whatever.
Wow, I actually just threw myself in front of a speeding bus.
I know.
And you pushed me out of the way and said, "No, I'm getting in front of the bus, mister."
I saved you. And I'm glad to do it because I just care about you that much.
Oh my God, you're making me ill.
This is such crap. All right. So anyway, hey, Gronk retired.
I'm okay with it.
I am too, but it's sad.
It's 9 years. The guy has played his butt off.
Yeah.
He's been hurt significantly the past couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
He's got three rings.
I don't know. They got 8, 10. I don't even know. But
he's got 100 rings, and he's earned it. I would love to retire at 20. I would have loved to have retired at 29 because I'm a lot older than that now.
Yes, that would have been good. I would have loved if you retired that long ago too, because then we wouldn't have to commute all the time.
Oh my God, we're old enough to be Rob Gronkowski's father.
Yeah, that was me fainting.
Dan just passed out.
That is a little scary when you think about it.
Oh my, he's 29. He's a baby.
He actually looks a little like you, Bill.
It's my chiseled features. Contained under all this fat.
I'm going to cough. I'm sorry. I didn't hit mute fast enough.
I like abs, but have you heard of stuffed crust pizza? That stuff's delightful.
Jeez. Oh my goodness gracious.
My wife actually saw that on a shirt online and I said, I need that shirt for the gym.
Speaking of shirts, may I say, your selection for the flight out to Vegas this year is pretty damn cool, my friend.
That's actually my wife's selection. Mm-hmm. So last year, Abby, our dog, gets me a gift for Christmas every year. And she gets Kelly a gift too. It's amazing because she doesn't even have opposable thumbs.
I know.
She can use Amazon. She's the most talented dog ever.
She is.
And last year, Kelly and Abby got me the shirt of, it looks like the Beatles Abbey Road cover, except it's Kirk, Spock, McCoy, and Scotty. And I wore that to STLV on the plane and for day one last year. And so I told my wife that we're starting a new tradition, and this year she has to buy me a shirt for the plane. And so she said, okay. So she went on to Amazon.com/Star Trek and found a shirt and she bought it, and she surprised me with it. So I have no idea what she's ordered until I see it in my hands. And it's almost it looks like an 80s arcade game with the
it looks like
fighting Klingons.
Looks like Galaga.
I was just gonna say it looks like Galaga.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic. I can't wait to wear that shirt on the plane. It's gonna be awesome.
You're going to look pretty styling because I'm not sure what I'll be wearing. Oh, what am I kidding? It's going to be Discovering Trek or a Trek Geek shirt.
That's all you ever bring to us, Teal.
That's all I have in my. Okay. I was in my closet the other day and I have like 16 golf shirts. All but 2 are Discovering Trek or Trek Geeks.
I like to change it up because I wear more than that to work. I usually wear plain golf shirts. Like, today you might think this was one of my Trek Geeks one, but it's not. It's actually one of my plain golf shirts because I pretty much wear golf shirts all the time. But I was going through my closet the other day and realized I have more Trek Geeks logo items just for repping the podcast than I do just about anything else.
I just rethought that really quick. I actually have 5 non-Trek Geek shirts. I have 2 Disney, a Patriots, and 2 American flag statues from Washington, D.C. type ones that I always get compliments on those.
Don't you have a Red Sox one too?
Not anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, got a little bit too tight. That stuffed crust pizza.
God, it's amazing. I don't even like Pizza Hut pizza.
I'm not a, okay, this is going to shock you and probably a lot of people. Yeah. I'm not a pizza person. I don't like pizza that much.
Really?
Maybe 2 slices whenever we have pizza. It's
I'm
just
stunned by this.
I don't know. I don't know if it's because it's so much bread or anything like that. I've never been a huge pizza person.
Lately, we eat cauliflower crust pizza, which you wouldn't think would be good, but man, it's delicious.
Nice.
It all has a little bit of a hint of cauliflower flavor, but if we want pizza, we toss a couple of those in the oven. We add a little bit of extra cheese, and it's I gotta say, it's light. It's not really heavy, so you don't have all that bread in your system, and it's pretty fantastic. I'm looking forward to doing some on the grill this year with a pizza stone. I think that'll be pretty awesome.
Cauliflower is like the rage right now. Cauliflower's in everything. You get cauliflower rice, cauliflower fries. We actually like to do something where we take a cauliflower and we actually microwave it in water for a little while, and then it comes out, and then we have this special mixture of mayonnaise and mustard that we like paint the whole thing on, and then we dump a whole thing of shredded cheese on it and cook it a little bit more. We call it brain.
Brain and brain. What is brain?
Exactly. That's what, because when you slice into it, when it's all soft, it looks like a brain. So we have brain for dinner every once in a while.
The Trek Geeks Cooking Show coming to your computer in 2022.
Nice.
Little mixology, little food.
I like it.
I actually think we could kill that. I think that would be awesome.
I'm up for that. The Neelix cookbook has got nothing on us.
Please. Neelix isn't even fat. Show me a thin chef that knows his food. He's not happy.
Right. So yeah, exactly. I like where we're going with this.
Imagine what 2 fat Trek geeks could do.
Oh God. On triple date.
Diners, drive-ins, and Dan Davidson.
That's 4 Ds.
Oh, Guy Fieri's not bright.
Okay.
I might point out he's a guy who cooks. He's not a mathematician. He doesn't work for NASA.
True that. Yes.
So is Guy Fieri going to make an appearance in Vegas this year?
It's always a possibility.
Or I should say faux Guy Fieri before people think
Guy Fieri.
Guy Fieri. Yeah.
It is a possibility. I always keep him close to me in case he needs to make an appearance. So yeah, we'll see.
Well, all right.
I got other things I'm worrying about for cosplay this year, baby. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you do. My job that day really is just to hold all your stuff,
right?
And to take pictures for you. I know what my role is.
Speaking of which, hold on one second.
Dennis just stepped away.
I decided to make this is something that all the listeners would like to. I decided to make a special poster for autographs, and it came in today.
That's nice.
That is the that awesome image of Discovery Season 2 that Trek Corps came out with. I decided to make that a poster so I can have some of the folks autograph it at STLV. So I'm pretty happy.
That'll be fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I wish you'd heard what I said about you when your headphones were off.
I'm sure it was lovely. I will hear it in just a few hours' time.
Maybe. Maybe. All right, you ready to do this?
You got it, buddy.
Let's go. Bing bong.
Hi.
Hi.
Bing bong. Bing to the bong to the B-O-N-G. Yo. Bada boom boom. Ah. Diddly ding.
This is like Howard Wolowitz trying to rap. Just please don't do it.
No. Okay. I won't.
Although I think you could get away with like a belt buckle collection like he has.
Podcaster Bill was at the mic.
You should stick to your Michael Jackson impersonations.
Oh my goodness gracious. Where are we going with this?
Wow.
Sorry.
So I am sitting here comfortably ensconced
in
my new Star Trek gaming chair.
Mm-hmm.
And it's delightful. The lumbar support is wonderful.
I can see the Trek behind you when you're leaning forward. Oh,
that's on the pillow.
Adjust the pillow. There you go. Nice.
I had to adjust the pillow.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
Just want to show off.
Yeah, but this is like the captain's chair. It's got a nice high back. I got the armrests here.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
This is the new Trek Geeks command chair. It's a chair you will never sit in.
I am okay with that.
Engage.
That looked nothing like the captain's chair in Enterprise D.
I don't care what you think.
No, it is quite nice. Did it take you this long to get it up to the recording studio?
I had to fix the hydraulic.
Oh,
because it wasn't catching, and there's just more room to do that in the living room. So I had to flip the chair over, and then I had the lever that you slide onto the manipulator for the hydraulic.
Mm.
There's this sort of paddle that you slide on so that you can raise it up and down. And it wasn't connected. It wasn't hitting it the right way. So I had to actually use some pliers. Oh, shut up. You asked and I told you.
I didn't say.
The chair works now and you don't have one.
That's a good point.
So
good
bite
point.
me.
So I was your engineering terms were riveting. There was a paddle thing that had to go in the manipulator for the hydraulics.
Do I build chairs for a living? Yeah, why don't you regale me, Geppetto? Why don't you build something?
I would never attempt to because I'm not that smart.
These days you'll turn into a real boy.
Like, goodness gracious. There's a lot of vitriol in your voice tonight.
That's because I have a captain's chair.
Almost had water all over my monitor just now. As I drink my Hint Honeycrisp Apple. New from Hint Water. DrinkHint.com.
Yeah, let's do spots for companies that aren't giving us money. That woman who runs Hint, who is already a multimillionaire, has enough money. She doesn't need our free plugs.
You may not get money from them, but I get refreshment.
Yeah, I get refreshment from plain old water out the dispenser on my fridge, and it's delightful. This bottle of water brought to you by Bill's Fridge, serving fine water since 2007.
And it's in a very nice container, I see.
It is. It's my Healthy Human reusable water mug with my Trek Geeks decal on the front.
I don't care about the mug. I was just talking about the logo.
I don't care what you don't care about.
Okay, so speaking of logos, I got a story for you.
Yeah, I can't wait for this. Regale me.
So as you saw, I got a new Trek Geeks trailer hitch cover for my truck. Okay,
great.
And my family was over the weekend, and I brought my brother-in-law in the garage to show it to him. And I go, hey, check it out. I got a new one. It looks pretty good, doesn't it? And he just kind of puts his arm around me and says, yeah, that's great. I said, hey, would you like one? And he turns and his car's right there. He goes, I don't have a trailer hitch on my car. I said, that's okay. Would you like a sticker for your window? And he goes, yeah, I don't have a window. I was like,
he also doesn't have a brain.
You're a jerk. And I walked away from him.
He also doesn't have a brain.
Oh, I just hit the mic with my fist. I'm sorry.
I heard that. That kind of resounded in my ears. I can't wait to leave that in the outtake. That's going to be phenomenal.
Good. All the people know I'm trying to punch you through the ether.
What? That doesn't even make sense. How do you punch someone through ether?
I don't know. Isn't ether the stuff that you knock somebody unconscious with?
In a Looney Tunes, in a Looney Tunes cartoon, sure.
That's chloroform.
Maybe in 1935. Is this really? You're having a coughing fit, aren't you? That's awesome. Dan's dying.
Oh, wow.
It's the day I've always waited for on Trek Geeks. It's only taken 173 episodes. This is episode 173, right?
It's 173, so it's only taken 172 episodes because we haven't recorded this one yet, dummy.
We're recording it right now.
No, this is the outtake. It's the outtake.
Yeah, it's still going to be part of the episode, isn't it?
It's not complete yet, so we have not done 173. We have not completed 173.
We've actually done more than 173 recordings. Count the supplementals there, Chief.
I do count the supplementals. You always talk about... See, I can't even say it.
That's because that's the sound of you backpedaling. It's beautiful.
Oh, man. Here we go again.
Oh, it's going to be a good one. How to be a Star Trek fan. Yell at Dan Davidson.
That's right. So he coughs so much and he can't counterattack with his correct answers.
Well, some would say you couldn't anyway, but
some would say that.
Yeah, only the right people. Your face is dumb.
Ooh, sick burn.
I tell you I have a Star Trek chair?
Yeah. Did I tell you I care?
You do care.
I do care very much, actually.
Look, where'd you buy that?
I can't. I saw the price. I'm like, I just can't.
At the Star Trek chair store.
I can't do it right now.
My old chair was like 20 years old, and the armrests are falling off it. And I was like, yeah, it's time.
Whatever you have to tell yourself, man. That's all right.
Or I tell myself, I have a chair and you don't.
Touche.
Did you know this pillow comes off?
Can I smother you with it?
See?
Oh, and it even says Star Trek behind it. That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
No, you can't smother me with the pillow because it's little. Not like your face.
So you're saying I had a big face?
Yeah, it goes with your giant melon.
I do have a big head. Yeah.
You do.
It is. There's a lot of brains in there.
Yeah. So anyway, here we go. And begin. Bing bong.
Bing bong.
That was like an echo.
Wow, an echo there.
I hate you so much right now.
As much as I love you. Hey, see? It is a little different, isn't it? Hi, buddy.
Hi, buddy.
Uh-huh.
How are you?
I'm great. Awesome.
Are you?
Yep.
Are you really?
Uh-huh.
No.
Yeah. You know why?
I don't.
Because I'm watching episode 13 of Discovery in less than an hour.
I won't get to watch it until tomorrow at lunch.
I know. That's why it's even better.
See, now, this is the part that actually winds up in our iTunes feed, so I can't say what I want to say.
I know. That's why I'm taking full
I'm just going to give you one of these on the camera.
Oh, thank you. He gave me a nice little heart symbol, people. He's just a little heart and a little beating out of his chest like an alien baby.
What?
Like an alien chest burster baby. They're so cute.
Okay, speaking of alien chestburster babies, how about that Fansets pin for Starfest in Denver coming up at the end of the month?
I might just have to fly out there just to get that.
I really wanted to go to Starfest this year.
Yeah.
I used to go to that convention 25 years ago when I lived there. And it was fantastic. That was where I saw D. Kelly. Mm-hmm. I saw Jimmy Doohan there. I went to it. I lived in Denver for 3 years, and I went each year I was there. And I think Michael Dorn was there one year too. But it was fantastic. It was the thrill of a lifetime to see D on stage. I was glad I got that opportunity because he was fantastic.
Was that the convention where Michael Dorn said that the episode that was playing that week was horrible?
No, that was the very first convention in the Next Gen era I went to when Night Terrors was airing that week. And I went to that one in Providence, Rhode Island.
Okay.
I spent the night in Providence with some friends, and we went to the con that day, and yeah, he said, "Hey, how about that episode last night, huh?" Yeah. That wasn't great.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So not even Dorn liked Night Terrors.
Yeah, no,
honestly, at least it's not Aquiel.
Yeah. Well, that's true. Yeah, I would love to get out. I mean, it's just we're so far from where most of the conventions are. There's not a whole lot of them in the East when you really think about it.
No.
Which is too bad. So, but we got STLV. We got to go to Northeast TrekCon last year, which was awesome. So maybe we'll be able to do that one again this year.
I wish I could go to New York City. I mean, only because I can't deal with it.
Right.
The place they have the Javits Center, I've actually been to once in my life, and I think I had the biggest panic attack of my life just walking into that facility.
Yeah.
Just because it's mammoth and it's glass.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, and so I just, as much as I would want to go, I can't.
What's it like?
It sounds like Captain Pike in the wheelchair.
Wow. Actually, he doesn't make that noise. People might not have seen this.
Boop.
There you go. Mm-hmm. Nice. I wore Captain Pike and future Captain Pike for pins today for Trek Tuesday.
You know, I hope that Anson Mount, I said this to you earlier today, I hope Anson Mount goes into the dealer's room at Star Trek Las Vegas because he is a confirmed guest. Mm-hmm. And I hope he gets to meet Sean Kenny, who played Captain Pike in the wheelchair, because I think that would be a really cool moment.
Wheelie Pike?
Wheelie Pike?
Yeah.
Hey, this is Wheels McPikerson coming to you from Starbase 7. No.
Wow. No, it's all right. No, that'd be great. Now, see, I have not checked on the Creation website to see if Anson has autographs available to purchase now, because in previous years at STLV, the Discovery cast has just had a table where people can go up and pay right then.
Correct. I think he's doing that this year.
That's good, because I got that nice poster I made. I can't wait.
That's going to be awesome.
It's going to be awesome. You know what else is awesome?
Your face.
Your face. Wow.
Your face.
Wow. 4 your face is 5 now in less than 5 seconds.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
That's a record. If somebody's keeping track of this stuff, you might want to write that down. So watch, somebody will keep track of this and somebody will write it down because our audience is awesome.
They are awesome. Every single one of them, except my sister. She listens because she still thinks that Alex Trebek was an insurrection.
I got nothing.
I don't know.
If she's not going to believe it at this point, nothing's going to make her believe it.
I just don't think so. Where do people come up with this stuff?
Hey, you're related to her. I don't know.
Donna, don't be an idiot.
Wow. Yeah, Donna, don't be like your brother. Don't be an idiot.
Don't talk about Don like that.
Donna, don't be like your little brother. Don't be an idiot.
Nice recovery. That was pretty good because you were thinking for a second. I saw the smoke coming out your ears. As you're sitting on your Star Trek chair, you big jerk.
Smoke doesn't come out my ears, Dan.
That's because you never use anything in between your ears to cause friction.
There is no combustible material between my ears, Dan.
God almighty.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking a pineapple mandarin Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Oh, that sounds nasty.
Phenomenal. It tastes like it tastes like mandarin oranges, but with just a tiniest hint of pineapple.
Like what? Oh my God. What is wrong with you?
And thank you for joining us here on the Professional Trek Geeks podcast.
Yeah, it's hard to believe we're number 2, huh?
Why can't we be more like Mission Log? Damn it.
Oh, tell me about it. Mission Log is so awesome. I love them.
They are.
Ken is great.
Ken and Ray, they're both so awesome.
No, Ken and the computer, they're awesome.
She still has a crush on you.
The Mission Log computer loves me, and honestly, what's not to love? Shut up. Are you ready to do this?
Yep. Yes, I am.
That'd be a first. Bing bong.
Whoa. You know what that reminds me of?
The
Haunted Mansion, which I'll be at in 2 weeks.
Shut up.
Hi, buddy.
Hi. How are you?
2 weeks from today. I'll be in the air right now. Actually, I will have already landed.
Are you taking the 737 MAX?
No.
That's too bad.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Awful.
I mean, I hope your family takes a different plane, but it's for you.
Well, we all travel together, so
I feel sorry for them.
I'm not as sorry as I feel right now.
I feel right now.
You got the cutest little boo-boo face.
So I saw a photo of you today.
I saw an eagle. Yeah.
You had your Facebook up when I came by your cubicle.
Oh, my God.
And I saw a photo of you from 25 years ago?
1992.
Okay. So 27 years ago.
Yeah.
No, 25 to carry the one. Yeah.
Hard.
And let's just say I wish I'd had it poster sized because you're wearing this sort of pastel wine colored shorts,
Purple.
Wine colored, and a matching shirt.
Yeah.
And we have to put this in Camp Kittimer, this photo.
We can do that. I'm not
because it was fantastic. I didn't recognize it was you at first.
It was Thin Dan with hair.
Well, I haven't seen you with hair on the top of your head since 1998,
something like that. Yeah, around then. Yeah. Yep.
I think that's true. And you were clean shaven too, and that's where I really didn't recognize you because I haven't seen you without facial hair since 1996.
Yeah, yeah, and I had the big giant Grant Putnam from General Hospital glasses too. That's 2 Grant Putnams in 2 weeks, baby. Woo.
Who the hell is Grant Putnam?
He was a character back in the early days of General Hospital when I watched it when I was in school, and he was married to the Cassadines, and then he was everybody thought he was dead, but then some guy who looked just like him took over his life, and the real Grant Putnam was living up on some mountain and wanted to kill Anna and Robin Scorpio. Oh my God. I just pulled that. I haven't watched the show in 30 years, and I just pulled that right out.
He was played by Brian Patrick Clark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and his last appearance was 1988. He was sent back to the sanitarium, meaning
yes,
he was there at the sanitarium.
Yes, and he escaped. He had 2 big, huge, big attack dogs at the cabin that he was on some mountain full of snows. Wow. Anyway, yeah.
And here I thought the only tie to General Hospital and Trek Geeks would be Anthony Montgomery.
Well, I'll tell you what, you never know what you're going to get with me, man. I'm like a big box of chocolates. Well, at least I look like one now because I'm not that thin picture from 27 years ago.
So what you're saying is your name is Russell Stover?
Sure. Or Stouffer's chicken, whatever you want, man. I'm good. Good for me.
Stouffer's
chicken.
Right. I feel like chicken tonight.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
I think you can get away with that one.
Really? I
yeah.
Feel like chicken tonight? Like chicken. I feel like chicken tonight. There we go.
That's not a royalty generating event on Spotify.
That's at least not what we know of, but we may find out.
It's a commercial jingle. I think you're fine.
Okay, good. We could do commercial jingles? Oh.
Probably not any of the ones Barry Manilow wrote.
You shouldn't have opened that door. Not tonight, later. I'll just surprise you. In the middle of a podcast in a couple of weeks, all of a sudden, I'll just be like, Dinty Moore.
What?
Dinty Moore, remember?
No, obviously.
Dinty Moore. Okay.
Don't remember it.
Okay. It was that gross, microwavable beef stew in a can.
Oh, I know what Dinty Moore stew is. I just have never heard that jingle.
Oh, yeah. They had the guy who was impersonating the guy back
then. Toast?
No, the guy who did Frosty the Snowman narration, Jimmy Durante. Yeah, that's him. He was also an actor.
Are you sure it wasn't actually Jimmy Durante?
It could have been. But, those actors, usually after they're not famous in Hollywood anymore, they do really bad stuff like commercials for microwavable beef stew. So, it's possible. You go from a Hollywood actor to the narrator in Frosty the Snowman to the Dinty Moore guy, right? Where's this going?
Like our audience, I have nothing right now. Yeah, it's amazing because we have the great good fortune of people tuning in every week to download us and to make us a part of their fandom, and we reward them with discussions of Dinty Moore beef stew commercials.
And it's not even like Dinty Moore is good. So I shouldn't really say that. It could be good, but we're on this no processed food kick. And we have been.
Yeah, so are we. Yeah.
So I would never even come close to going down the aisle that has the Dinty Moore.
I grew up on Dinty Moore beef stew, honestly.
Oh, okay.
Because it wasn't bad. I mean, in a family of 9, it's not like my mom could, mix together a giant pot of beef stew and let it cook all day.
So you'd be like, Mom, can I have some Dinty Moore? Dinty Moore? No. Sorry.
No, I think I just called it beef stew. Thank you.
All right. Sorry. He sounded like.
I'm sorry. Did you eat the high class beef stew? Did you have beef bourguignon?
Yes. I had beef Wellington stew.
Oh, sorry.
Well, yes, thank you very much. It's a great
lovely.
My karate pinky. Wow, that's 2 Gilligan's Islands in one breath.
Yeah. I feel dumber.
Okay, Gilligan's Island, General Hospital, Dinty Moore commercials. What else can we talk about in this outtake?
This is a Star Trek podcast, right?
Maybe we should get started.
What? This is the second time in the same recording session you've tried to move things along. How about you produce Discovering Trek?
Oh.
And I will produce Trek Geeks. How's that sound?
I love the sound of that.
Well, then how about you shut your mouth? That sounds like heaven right there, ladies and gentlemen. This is the best sound you're ever going to hear in the Trek Geeks podcast. Listen to that. Oh, I love it. Oh. All right, Jerk, you ready?
Oh, can I talk now?
I don't know. Can you?
May I?
No.
My God, you sound like my aunt. She used to do that to us all the time. And it's just, we wouldn't argue with her.
Are you still talking?
Sorry. Yeah, I'm ready. Oh, I'm on the wrong page. Here we go.
I saw an eagle. Bing bong. Hey, buddy.
What are they called? They're called younglings, right? In Star Wars, so they're Patreonings. No,
we're bing bonging it now, though.
Oh, we already started.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was a joke.
Yeah.
All right, we'll start.
No.
All right, I'll be quiet now.
No, we already started. Hey, buddy.
Hi. That's a great outtake for an outtake.
Yeah, no, it really is. And we're live.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fantastic. So we actually, before we do the outtake, we do the special bid for the Patreon listeners. So if you're not a Patreon subscriber, you can go to patreon.com/Trek Geeks and subscribe if you want for as little as I think $2 a month at that level.
So. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, look at you plugging stuff right off the get go.
Hey, if people want access, it's best to tell them how. You know,
it's fantastic. You're not just good looks. You got brains too.
Yeah, that's true. I'm the whole package.
Yeah. Anyway.
So you're going to be getting psyched. Disney's a week from today for you?
Yeah. At 1 week from right now, I will be officially on vacation, getting ready for our flight tomorrow morning in a week from tomorrow.
So I can see your coherency packed up and left town and well before that.
When I get to, you think I'm bad here on the podcast?
I know you're bad here on the podcast.
You have no idea what it's like when I'm in Disney. It is like a running joke with my wife because I am completely oblivious to almost everybody talking to me when I'm down there because I'm just like,
look. I hate to break this to you. You're the same way at Star Trek Las Vegas.
It's because, well, it's a little different there. It's because I'm just so, trying to shut you out. So I just shut everybody out.
That's a lot of crap, and you know it.
Yeah, I think when there's a lot of external stimuli coming at me, I can't. I like shut off some of my senses, like my hearing.
Huh?
What?
Chicken butt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm very excited. Looking forward to it. The weather looks like it's going to be fantastic down there next week. So yeah.
Now, are there any of the parks you're not going to while you're in Disney?
No, we always go to all.
You always hit them all?
But at this point, because we've got annual passes and we've been so many times, we'll go to Epcot and just do 2 rides and then go and then leave. Or we'll go to Animal Kingdom and we'll do Expedition Everest and then we'll go do something else. We don't stay there the whole day at all anymore. We don't do that.
So you kind of park hop? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, park hop, and then we'll just go to downtown Disney and go to one of the bars and have a drink.
Oh, nice.
And then at 9:30 in the morning, we'll go do something else.
And it's Disney Springs now, is that right?
It is Disney Springs. I'll always call it downtown Disney, I think.
Well, I still try to keep from calling it Pleasure Island.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's Disney Springs now. They wanted to turn it more into I don't know what the hell to call it.
An old West town?
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, and we're staying at Bay Lake this time, so yeah, we're pretty excited. Bay Lake is a walking distance to Magic Kingdom. It's right out the door across the parking lot, and there you go. You're right there.
Oh, wow.
So,
that's really cool.
Yeah, we like that. So yeah, I'm excited.
Other than that, no strong feelings on the matter.
While we're there, it will be Star Wars Day. May the 4th is that Saturday. So
I'm sorry.
We will be staying away from Hollywood Studios on Saturday the 4th.
I don't mind Star Wars. I loved it as a kid, but I would just like to point out that we Star Trek fans don't need a day that's a pun to celebrate Star Trek.
I know, right?
We have First Contact Day.
That's right.
We have the day Star Trek premiered. We actually got a couple days on the calendar.
True.
May the 4th be with you. That is the dumbest thing. Ugh.
Wow. Tell us how you feel, Bill.
That's all right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What are you drinking there?
If I could drink anymore, golly. We got some sangria the other day, so I'm having some sangria, and it's from the La Belle Winery. Actually, you know of that?
I do. I actually used to work with the proprietor of the La Belle Winery.
Yep, they came out with a sangria, and we were at the store the other day, and they had samples, and I tasted it, and immediately grabbed a bottle.
And you said,
and I went,
interment will take place on Benicio.
It's so funny because he doesn't do that, but it fits the scene. It's like he's gnawing on Chekhov's arm. Interment will take place on beneath you.
That's the only way you can make Chekhov better.
Oh wow!
It's still not a Chekhov fan.
I know.
I am drinking a Dunkin' Donuts iced blueberry coffee.
Is it decaf?
No.
Oh, you're gonna be sleeping tonight. No, you're not.
Actually, caffeine doesn't really keep me wired and buzzed. I can drink coffee really much any time of the day. It does not keep me up half the night.
Oh, okay, well that's good. Excellent. I will tell you one thing. On Sunday. Sorry. We were driving around and we got some bagels for breakfast, and we stopped at Dunkin' Donuts, and I got one of those blueberry crisp lattes. I don't know if you've seen the commercials for that.
I have.
Okay, so and Sue got her raspberry iced coffee, and let's just put it this way: that Dunkin' Donuts was right at the line of Bedford and Manchester.
Yeah, another one.
We were driving back towards Bedford, where like the Canoe is, the Canoe restaurant, and I stopped at that Dunkin' Donuts, threw that out, and got a different iced coffee because it was horrendous.
Other than that, no strong feelings.
Oh my God, it was. I said to Sue, I said, they have to have people that like taste test this crap before they put it out, right? Because whoever said yes to this, I think was trying to make Dunkin' Donuts go out of business because it's awful. Yeah. I'm saying it right here. Yeah.
You clearly are. Are you ready to do this, you big jerk?
I am ready to do this, you big dummy.
Okay. Bing bong.
Ooh, I like bing bong. There's a little Britney Spears in there.
Oh, don't do that. That sounds so gross.
All right, buddy.
It makes me want to hurl. Because I see you doing it, and it's not Britney. It's like,
I see. Thank you.
I see that ugly mug of yours.
It is quite ugly. Look at that. I just got a head shave, so it's all balding and everything. Look at that. Woo.
It was kind of balding before.
Well, now it's really like galt bald. Oh.
You should make that a license plate.
Hashtag galt bald. I like that.
That may come into play at some point.
Maybe.
Yeah. So, dude, as we record this, we are 91 days out from Star Trek Las Vegas. You're about to go on vacation to the Rat House.
Yes, in less than we will be there 24 hours from now. Yes.
You are. It's interesting because whenever you get ready to go to Disney. To say you're like a kid at Christmas really just doesn't do it justice.
It doesn't.
You've been listening to Disney music for weeks. You've got rotating Disney wallpaper of various park shots on your desktop or your laptop at work. You are in full on Disney mode, and there is no dealing with you. It
is the happiest place on earth for a reason. We have been going down probably twice a year for the last 15 years. It's just the place that we go. And we always talk about, let's go somewhere different this year. Because we always go with a group of us. Like it's my sister and brother-in-law and parents. And if the kids aren't in school or working, they'll come down. But we're always like, let's try something else next year. And so we're like, okay, yeah, great. Woo, we'll look at all the different places to go. And then we end up all going to Disney.
Now, have you ever gone to any of the other non-theme park Disney resorts?
No, not yet.
No. So it's always Florida?
Yeah. Sue and I went to Disneyland. We didn't actually go in the park. When we went to see Dancing with the Stars a few years back, we stayed at one of the resorts there because we had the points. And we went to downtown Disney, but we didn't go in the park.
Gotcha.
She went the year before when she went to Dancing with the Stars with her friend, but we didn't go. It's always been Disney World. We want to go to Hilton Head at some point, and we really want to go to Aulani in Hawaii someday. But it's always been WDW.
I love the sound effects that come on that punctuate your sentences. They just make me laugh like
Beneath you.
or the infamous, and I've been hearing this one for almost 25 years.
You got to do it the high and low. That's when it's the best. Well, actually, usually I do it the high and you do the low. That's pretty funny. We'll just pass in the hallway.
Great. So
Wow.
I did just leave you hanging. That was a jerk move.
That's okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm used to it.
Wow. I'm glad you're going on vacation. Get out of town.
You're going to miss me so much.
Yeah. Oh, I'm really going to miss you. As it is, when I edit this audio, I'm going to have to hear your voice, and you're going to be in Florida. I'm going to be like, he still tasks me.
And I shall have you. So, you know what? One thing that's happening in Disney, which I'm very excited about, just found out about this, and any of you aviation buffs listening, it's pretty cool. This coming Thursday as we record, so May 2nd, I think is the date, the Blue Angels are going to fly over Spaceship Earth at Epcot. And I cannot wait to see that. That's going to be pretty awesome in the morning.
I am jealous of that. That should be pretty amazing.
Yeah. I will record it if I can, and I will record it landscape.
Thank you. Yeah, don't do portrait. People who record portrait videos of things that should be landscape just make the internet sad.
Yes, it makes you sad.
I mean the internet's in general.
Oh, all right. Well, I don't like making you sad, but
you love making me sad. Shut up.
You make me sad.
Sweet. All right, you ready to do this, jerk?
Yeah.
You got one more out of these to do before you go to Disney.
I was a little sad that you just called me jerk. We're not going to be talking for a week, and you end with jerk. So, okay.
We're going to talk for the next hour.
Yeah, but it's not going to be talking to each other. It's going to be talking for the people that are taking the time out of their busy schedule to download us and be cool people, unlike you, because you're a big jerk. So I said jerk too.
Let's go.
This week's episode of Trek Geeks. Sorry. A little carryover from last week.
I'm dying over here.
Sorry. Okay.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Sorry, I was doodling.
Oh, that's nice. Are you a doodler?
Sometimes when I have to listen to your pedantic psychobabble,
I will. I like that.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. That's the name of my new Dayton Ward cover band. Sometimes I have to just to get through the recording session because you're an idiot.
What are you doodling?
I just drew a Starfleet Delta.
I do that all the time. That's oh, look at that. Oh, it actually, it's off center, but that's okay.
Off center or what?
The star doesn't look right.
It's a doodle.
Well,
idiot.
Well, let me ask you this: is it a TNG Delta or is it a TOS Delta? Because if it's a TNG Delta, you're not supposed to put the star in it. You know that, right?
It's a TOS form. Wait.
Sorry. Don't hang up.
I think the whiskey's going to your head.
Just a little bit. It's been a while since we sat down and had fun like this.
Yeah, because you had a weird schedule and you took a vacation.
Yeah.
And then your flight got kind of mixed up coming back.
Oh, yeah. We'll have a good time talking about that when we start the show. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to talk about that on a Star Trek podcast. That's great.
Well, we're going to talk about why we had to shift things around. So, I'm helping educate
I didn't clear this.
It's in the notes.
Yeah, because you put it there, you jerk.
That's what happens for missing staff meetings, Doctor.
I didn't miss any staff meetings. I don't have meetings with you because I can't take them.
Because you can't. You have a problem with authority.
I don't recognize your authority.
Very nice. See, look at that. We're thinking. We're like the force is going on in one ear and out the other. I don't know.
Everything with you goes in one ear and out the other. I assure you.
What?
So I'm looking. I was cleaning off my desk the other day, and I found the ticket stub to the autograph I got from William Shatner in 2011 for my first annual trek out to STLV.
Nice.
Yeah. So this will be my 9th consecutive this year.
Wow.
Yeah. And this was when it was the first time I'd been to the Rio for the con.
Okay.
And that's when I had gotten the photo taken in Boston just a few weeks before.
Yes.
And my wife suggested I go to Vegas to get it signed. And this is the ticket from.
Look at that.
from that.
$90. Wow, that's pretty cheap considering nowadays.
Well, it's right about 100 now. So he hasn't got up too much in 9 years.
Well, he doesn't remember anyway.
Wow.
It was $90 last time, mister. At least he signed yours William Shatner when he did it.
Now, for those of you who don't know the story, we can't repeat the word here. But so you got your photo with Bill Shatner a couple of years ago. You got it signed, and he signed it. Yeah. And the signature, if you look at it sideways, looks like a rather nasty word,
a derogatory female anatomical area. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, a word that you and I are not often fond of saying, but it almost looks like that plain as day. So the
Ferengi who works for the FCA, it kind of rhymes with that.
I'm not even going there.
But yeah, anybody wants to see it, send me a message on Facebook and I'll send you the picture. I'm not sure if he was talking about me or himself.
I think it was probably you.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah. Oh man, that's good. Kills me. Yeah. So, but you had a good trip?
I had a fantastic trip. The weather was great. We were on the 10th floor at Bay Lake Towers, and we were on the water side, so we had the whole view of the water on the back side of the Contemporary. It was great. We had a good time. But I will say, I actually tweeted to Disney negatively for maybe the first time because they are just overselling Disney Vacation Club, and they're doing all kinds of specials to get an exponential amount of people into the parks with no place to put them. They're not expanding the parks. They're only expanding the resorts that they stay at. So there's more and more people getting crammed in the same space. And May is technically one of the slowest months. That's why we go in May, and it was ridiculously busy. Luckily, we've been 100 times, so we don't really care. But for people that are there for the first time with a family, having to wait 6 hours in line for the newest Avatar ride is absurd.
6 hours?
The Saturday we were there, the line was 6 hours long.
That there aren't even 6 hours worth of Avatar movies.
No, I know. Well, not yet. But yeah,
there are going to be. Come on.
But yeah, and I feel bad for people that they haven't been and they want to hit everything and they don't have the fast passes and stuff like that. You got to think it's over $100 per ticket if you don't want to park hop. So you're spending, if you have a family of four, you're spending over $400 to stand in line for 80% of your day.
Wow.
And that's absurd. Disney has to build another park or stop building resorts. They're opening like 3 new resorts this year.
What?
And they're all Disney vacation clubs, and they're going to get all these people and they're going to cram them in these places. And it's just absurd.
I can't even imagine that. I mean, I've been there before when it's been busy, but never, like feeling like I needed elbow room.
No elbow room. One day walking down Main Street USA was fine. But the other day we were at Magic Kingdom. You can't even walk down the street. It's ludicrous. And I'm not talking the singer. It's just crazy.
I'm stunned. That's horrible. I mean, because like you said, it's not cheap to go to these things. Families spend a whole lot of money, and then you can't even really access the park the way you want to.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, we've been so many times. We go down just for the ambiance and the atmosphere. I love people watching down there, and I think there was 1 or 2 lines that we stayed in not having fast passes. I love the Splash Mountain queue line, so I don't mind walking through that. And that was 75 minutes for us on, I forget what day it was.
Wow.
But yeah, I feel bad for the people that are there for the first time and have to sit there, especially if they have young kids that aren't going to last that long being patient.
I can't even.
Yeah. So, but oh well.
Well, speaking of trying to be patient, are you ready to do this, you jerk?
Yeah, going back in December though, so yes, I'm ready.
Of course you are. Of course you are.
Yep, I'm ready, buddy.
Because you can't help yourself.
We can't. It's fantastic.
Your face is fantastic.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I lie a lot too.
It's not as fantastic as yours or that Star Trek chair behind you.
Hey, do you know I have a Star Trek chair?
I do now.
I have it due to my my fantastic parsippatedness.
I like that. Your parsippatedness is wonderful.
Thank you. Great job. All right, let's do this. Bing bong!
Before we start, I have to tell you something very quickly. We need to get a chipper on the beach. I need a chipper on the beach, Bill. Get to the chopper. Get it. Chopper. Bipper. Dipper?
Bipper?
Hi. What's up, man?
Bipper?
Bipper. Well, he doesn't speak good English anyway, so
Bipper's on a Jeech?
Bipper. Yeah, if he's not careful, he might get like drop kicked in the back. Mr. Arnold.
Get to the jipper.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. I like that. Yep.
It's not a jipper.
No, it is actually.
That's right. It is actually. Yeah.
And I'm great. Those jippers we had earlier, the ones for the Fansets Fan Geeks party that we were taste testing
and creating.
Thanks. Well, we didn't create them. We just mixed them.
True. Brooke created.
Yes, the official Trek Geeks mixologist, Brooke Horton.
Congratulations. You said it right. You couldn't say it right all during the video.
I now have a jipper in my system. The world is right.
Good.
Yeah, it's going to be a great time. We did have somebody ask you to order a jipper as Arnold.
Yes, we did.
So that's why you've done that. I got to say the jipper was very easy to make, even easier to drink.
Very easy. I will say, got to put ice in it next time. I think better, so it's nice and cold. The color was fantastic. The pineapple flavor was great. It was good. Brooke, thank you. It was awesome, and I'm gonna have some in Vegas.
Well, I think that even if you serve it in a chilled glass, like a martini glass, you might not need the ice.
Okay.
I'm just going to throw that out there.
I'm also going to throw this out there. I still have half a bottle of Hypnotic or Hypnotique, whichever you want to do. I got 3 or 4 cans of pineapple juice. Got that thing of club soda. Got some lime juice. Guess what I'm going to be making later this week?
You better pick up some blue curacao, or you're not going to be making anything.
I got some blue curacao too. I forgot that one, but I have some of that too. So I'm ready to go.
You're going to be jippering all over the place.
Or blue curacao, as I was saying.
No, curacao.
I like the curacao.
Of all the islands, of all the islands I went to on my last cruise, Aruba and Curacao were 2 of my favorites. Curacao was it was the culmination of a childhood dream to go there, and it was awesome.
I was just going to throw of all the islands I've been to in my travels, that was the most blue one. Sorry, couldn't help it.
Actually, the colors of the buildings in Curacao are actually quite vibrant.
Really?
Yeah, by design.
Now, tell me, because as I said in the video today, I didn't even know there was an island called Curacao. Where is it? If I'm looking at a map, where am I going to see it?
It's in the Southern Caribbean. And unlike some of the other islands of the Caribbean, it and Aruba and I can never remember the B in the ABC Islands.
Barbados?
I don't believe it is, but I'd have to look it up. But they usually don't get hit by hurricanes. The path usually takes it away from them, which is great, just because of the way the trade winds are.
Gotcha. All right. Well, that's good. That's good for filtering and distilling and making blue and orange or green or whatever curacao you want to make.
That's Bonaire. Sorry, that's the B in the ABC Islands.
Haven't heard of that one either.
Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao.
Aruba's the only place I've been to out of those 3, and it was fabulous.
They lie just north of Venezuela.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Great. Little geography lesson at Trek Geeks. That doesn't happen very often.
No, not often.
Yeah.
But if you ever get the chance, I don't think you'll be disappointed. Curacao is a beautiful, beautiful island.
I'd love to go down there with Sue and have a nice vacation on those type of islands. I think that'd be great.
That's part of the reason we love cruising, because you can pack once and stop 3 or 4 places.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, excellent. Thanks for the tip, pal.
It's the Bill Smith Trek Geeks travel log here on the flagship.
I like that. Flagship is a great word, isn't it?
Your face is a flagship.
I thought you were going to say my face is a great word, but I'll take that. Neither one.
No, I would never have said that.
I know you wouldn't have.
I don't think anyone would.
There might be a fan or 2 out there who might. Please email me at dan@trekgeeks.com.
No, please.
Okay, you know what? I got another cold last week, because I worked from home several days because I had such a horrible cough. I got that cough that I had for like 6 effing months back. It's driving me crazy.
Yeah, because you've muted and you're coughing right now.
Yes, I was. Damn it.
When we have the conversation with Dayton, I was muting all throughout that conversation, like every couple of minutes. Yeah. If I wasn't talking, I was muted, and more often than not, I was coughing. And This allergy season for me has been horrible.
I sound like Nina Blackwood half the time. It's awful.
Well, if only you looked like her, because Nina's a beautiful lady.
I haven't seen a picture of her since the MTV days, so I'm gonna have to check it out. Look at it.
Well, today I was thinking of you as I was watching TOS.
Oh, very, very nice. Why?
I was watching Gamesters of Triskelion.
Oh, yes, you were. Yes, you were. That's a good episode. I have a love for that episode.
I know.
I do.
We're actually going to be doing that episode just before Vegas this year on Trek Geeks in a few weeks.
Does have gambling in it.
It does, actually.
Sense,
we figured it was a great tie-in to Vegas.
Yeah.
There's gaming. There's death.
There is. Yeah.
That's always a possibility.
That's Vegas, yeah.
There's an ugly bald guy.
Yeah. He's not
with
that
a funky
ugly.
collar. He ugly.
He not ugly. He's a fine-looking man.
No, he's not. He's ugly.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, I will say I'm
You'll be perfect for him.
Thank you. Very excited. My Galt Master Thrall collar arrived this past Friday, and Tim from Impact did a phenomenal job on it. It looks fantastic. It lights up. It's great. I cannot wait, man. I cannot wait. I started working on the big red thingy on the back of his cloak this weekend. Not coming along too good, but I'm going to keep trying.
So now refresh my memory. So Tim Vitito and Lisa Hansel, who are the makeup supervisors on Star Trek Continues, they also doing your makeup that day?
They are. Yeah.
Nice.
Lisa's going to do the makeup. And I actually, it's funny. I sent her a message on Facebook just the other day. I said, so I got a question for you. Will you be able to hide my eyebrows, or should I just shave them off? Because I would have. And she goes, oh, no, we can hide them for you. I would have shaved them off. I'm into it, baby. Because I realized looking at pictures of Mr. Ruskin that he doesn't have any eyebrows when he's Galt. So I would have taken them off. Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, Tim and Lisa did a fantastic job hiding half of my eyebrows when I did Vulcan ears and eyebrows back during STLV 50.
Yeah, the scant.
The scant cosplay. So they kept maybe, I think it was closer to like just between a third and one half of my eyebrow, and the rest of it was just covered, and you couldn't tell the difference.
I did not know that it was covered in latex or whatever when you told me that the other day, and I was shocked. I didn't know that. So they'll probably do the same thing with me. Yeah. And I can't wait. I'm going to have that glittery white look. I'm going to trim my goatee and my mustache. My mustache is going to be completely frigged up for this thing, but it's going to be worth it. Anybody who knows, to pull up a picture of Galt to see how weird that mustache he has is. I'm shaving my mustache to look like that for that day.
Now, when I saw the episode earlier today, it looked like his goatee or his facial hair was black with gray in it. Are you going to dye it twice, or are you just going to go with it as
I might just go with it as much gray as I have right now. I was thinking about dyeing it dark and leaving a little gray splatches in it, but I may just leave it as the gray as it is right now, which is a lot of there's a lot of gray in there. Yeah, I'm looking at myself in the camera, and there's a lot of gray in there. That's M. That's Rebecca. That's M. That's Rebecca. That's Bill. Rebecca. M. That's all.
Yeah, nobody's buying that.
Nobody's buying that at all. It's just age, baby.
Yeah, because you're old.
I am.
So you ready to do this there, jerkface?
I am. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it up.
You got it.
Music for Trek Geeks is provided by 5 Year Mission. They are writing one song for each episode of the original series. Download their music at 5yearmission.net. Trek Geeks, a Star Trek podcast, is a production of Coconut Media Works, executive producer Bill Smith. For even more Star Trek discussion, check out Discovering Trek, a Star Trek Discovery companion, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and discoveringtrek.com.
Coconut.